Okay. So see this one. Find the number of solutions of this equation. Find the number of solutions of the equation x square minus 5 into mod x plus 6 is equal to 0. See, here there is mod x. That means actually this is not a quadratic equation. So there are two cases. If x is positive, we'll get one quadratic equation. If x is negative, we'll get another quadratic equation. We have to do like this. Or see, x square, power is even number. Therefore, x square is nothing but mod x whole square. Okay, so even though x is positive, we write x square only. If x is negative, mod x means minus x. Minus x whole square is already x square. Therefore, whenever x square, x power 4 are there, I can write them as mod x whole square, mod x whole power 4 also. So this is minus 5 into mod x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, and now I can factorize this. This is nothing but mod x minus 2 into mod x minus 3 is equal to 0. Mod x minus 2 into mod x minus 3 is equal to 0. That implies either mod x is equal to 2 or mod x is equal to 3. And therefore, whenever mod x is 2, what are the values of x? X may be 2 or minus 2. Similarly, x may be 3 or minus 3. Therefore, this equation has 4 solutions. 2 minus 2, 3 minus 3. So, number of solutions of that equation is 4. Right? Okay. Harshit.
Sir, if mod x is there, we can get two conditions, sir, plus or minus.
So here, whenever mod x is equal to, we get two solutions. X is equal to plus 2 or minus 2.
No, sir. We get in questions, in examination, we get plus or minus two conditions, sir.
I didn't understand what you are saying. Once again.
Sir, if mod x is there, we get two conditions, sir, plus or minus.
Okay.
Sir, then we get two quadratic equations, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we can directly write two quadratic equations means for each equation two roots. We can directly write both.
Not like that. Just see another question. See another question now. Just a small change. Now write down this one. X square plus 5 into mod x plus 6 is equal to 0. Then this one. Mod x whole square plus 5 into mod x plus 6 is equal to 0. Mod x plus 2 into mod x plus 3 is equal to 0. So mod x plus 2 is equal to 0 means mod x is equal to minus 2 or mod x is equal to minus 3. And now you tell me mod x is equal to minus 2. Is there any number whose modulus value is minus 2? No. So therefore, there exists no number whose modulus value is minus 2. So there is no solution for this equation. Similarly, no solution for this equation. So number of solutions is 0. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Right. So depends upon the numbers also. So it may contain 4 solutions or 0 solutions or 2 solutions sometimes, etc. Or simply you can understand here also. X square, it cannot be negative. X square 5 into mod x, it is also cannot be negative. 6 cannot be negative. But the sum cannot be 0 then. If all these are non-negative values, then sum cannot be 0. That is obvious. Okay. Now do this one. X square minus mod x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now do this problem. Find the number of solutions of x square minus mod x minus 6 is equal to 0. And what are the factors? Of course, this can be written as mod x whole square, and this can be written as minus 3 into mod x plus 2 into mod x. And here, mod x into mod x minus 3 plus 2 into mod x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, mod x minus 3 into mod x plus 2 is equal to 0. And therefore, mod x is equal to 3 or mod x is equal to minus 2. And therefore, so this equation has no solution. So it has two solutions. So number of solutions is equal to 2. Okay. See, the relation between roots and coefficients. So any doubts? Akash?
Sir, when we are getting mod x is equal to any negative number, why can't we write again as x is equal to plus minus that number?
Now you tell me one example. Mod x is equal to minus 2.
Minus 3.
Suppose minus 2. Then what you are saying about x?
Okay. So then if we will open the modulus, we will get plus and minus in the RHS, no sir. Then if we will multiply plus and minus, it will become minus plus.
Akash, so don't say mechanically. First you
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what is meant by mod. So why modulus is used?
We get positive.
Yes, very good. So what is left hand side? Is it positive or negative? Akash. Akash, what is left hand side? Okay, so connection problem is there. So left hand side is positive, right hand side is negative. Both cannot be same at the same time. Okay, right. And now we'll do some problem. Suppose the quadratic equation is there. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and given that alpha, beta are roots. Then what is alpha plus beta? Minus b by a. What is alpha into beta? C by a. What is alpha minus beta? That is root b square minus 4ac by mod a. We remember those three at least. And after that, suppose some other are given. Suppose 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. And what is this? So this can be written in terms of ABC. LCM is alpha beta. Numerator is alpha plus beta. That is minus b by a by c by a. We will get minus b by c. And similarly, suppose alpha square plus beta square is asked. So we will write this in terms of alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. And immediately it is minus b by a whole square minus 2c by a. And therefore it is b square minus 2ac by a square. Okay. And suppose 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square and alpha square beta square LCM alpha square plus beta square. And therefore this is alpha plus beta r. Already I have written this here. So that is b square minus 2ac by a square into alpha beta whole square. That is c square by a square. So a square is cancelled. So like this, relation between alpha and beta is given, the expression in between alpha and beta is given, then we can convert to that in terms of A, B, C. Okay. Muhammad.
Sir, I have a general doubt, sir.
Ah.
Sir, you'll prepare this all lecture from Narayana material or any other book, sir?
What is that? What is that?
No, sir. You'll be preparing this lecture from Narayana material or any other book.
So, in general, we take the discussion, but most of the problems will come from Narayana only. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Much. So, in general, all these problems you can find in any material because all these are introduction problems. So, they will get in every material. Right. See, suppose alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then 1 plus alpha square into 1 plus beta square. So write this in terms of A, B, C. That is the question. Then what you will do? First of all, expand this. I cannot write simply alpha. There is no alpha. Of course, I have alpha, but it is very difficult to write alpha. What is alpha? Minus b plus a plus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And beta is minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. And therefore, I will first expand this. So 1 plus 1 into beta plus beta square plus alpha into 1 alpha plus alpha beta square. And after that, plus alpha square plus alpha square beta plus alpha square beta square. And now we have to convert this in terms of A, B, C. So 1 and this is alpha plus beta. I can change this easily and I will do after this. And alpha plus beta is over. This is alpha beta. I can also change this. And see, this is alpha beta whole square. I can change that. And see, in these two expressions, take alpha beta common. The remaining one is alpha plus beta. So that also I know. And you will get, and the final result, final expression is alpha square plus beta square. So that also can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So everything is ready. So this is 1 and this is minus b by a. See, this alpha beta whole square, c square by a square, and plus this c by a into minus b by a plus alpha plus beta whole square, b square by a square. See, there is alpha beta minus 2 alpha beta, and therefore this is minus alpha beta, that is minus c by a. So everything is expressed in terms of A, B, C. And what is the LCM? A square. So this is 1 into a square, and plus there is b square here, and there is c square here, and so there you will get a into b, that is minus ab, and minus bc, and minus ca. So that is the expression. Madam, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. And using this, I can say that this is always non-negative. This cannot be negative at all because denominator is already positive. See the numerator. Numerator can be written as, you know that formula very well. That is important also. So this numerator can be written as half into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square whole by a square. See, these are perfect squares and there is plus in between them, so it cannot be negative, so it may be greater than 0 or equal to 0. Okay, so this expression or this expression can never be negative. Better. Okay. Any doubts? Right. Next one. If alpha comma beta are roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, comma Sn is equal to alpha power n plus beta power n. So what is Sn? Alpha power n plus beta power n. For example, S3 alpha cube plus beta cube, like that. Then the question is a Sn plus 1 plus b Sn plus c Sn minus 1. Isn't it? So let me confirm. So a Sn plus 1 plus b Sn plus c into Sn minus 1. So what is the value of that? That is the question. So let us see. This is a into Sn plus 1. If it is Sn, suppose Sn is alpha power 10 plus beta power 10, then what is meant by Sn plus 1? If there is n plus 1 here, I have to write n plus 1 here and here also. And therefore, this is alpha power n plus 1 plus beta power n plus 1 plus b into alpha power n plus beta power n plus c into alpha power n minus 1 plus beta power n minus 1. Okay, so this is equal to a into alpha power n plus 1. So I am writing all the terms of alpha containing alpha at one place. That is b into alpha power n plus c into alpha power n minus 1 plus a into beta power n plus 1 plus b into beta power n plus c into beta power n minus 1. Right? And see, alpha is a root. Therefore, whenever a alpha square plus b alpha plus c appears, I can write 0. Similarly, beta is a root. Therefore, whenever a beta square plus b beta plus c is there, I can write 0. See, from here, if I take alpha square common, then you will get here a into alpha power n. Sorry. If I take alpha power n minus 1 common, so you get a into alpha square plus b into alpha plus c. Observe, there is alpha power n minus 1 here, so you get only c. There is alpha power n here. I have taken alpha power n minus 1. We will get another alpha here. there is alpha power n plus 1. I have taken only alpha power n minus 1. We get 2 alphas, that is alpha square here. Similarly, if I take beta power n minus 1 from these three expressions, you will get a into beta square plus b beta plus c. And the problem is over. So this is 0 and this is also 0. So 0 plus 0, the answer is 0. Madam. Any doubts? Right. Now I'll give you some problems so that you can practice. Now if alpha comma beta are the roots of x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0 and gamma comma delta are the roots of x square plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0, then the equation whose roots are alpha gamma plus beta delta and alpha delta plus beta gamma is. So given that alpha beta are the roots of the first equation, gamma delta are the roots of the second equation, then find a quadratic equation whose roots are this one and this one. That is the first question. Okay. And second one, number of roots of the equation x square plus mod x minus 6 is equal to 0. So how many roots are there? And next one, sum of the roots of the equation x minus 2 whole square minus 2 into mod x minus 2 minus 15 is equal to 0. And fourth one, the real roots of the equation modulus of x square plus 4x plus 3 plus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Plus 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So what are the real roots of that equation? Okay. Snehita.
Sir, is first one answer x square plus 15x minus 18 is equals to 0?
No.
No.
No, don't worry. So,
Okay, sir.
आराम से करो, no hurry. First of all, write down the work. And next one, the values of x, that means the real values of x satisfying modulus of x square minus 4x plus 3 by x square plus mod x minus 5 is equal to 1, or so if at all nearby any seniors are there, so just who came into the second year or you just completed second year, so they will have these books, so containing quadratic equations, take from them, or so in the online also you will have NCERT books, so you will get quadratic equations there also. And next one, if n is a multiple of 6, if n is a multiple of 6 and alpha comma beta are the roots of x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0, then 1 plus alpha whole power minus n plus 1 plus beta whole power minus n is equal to how much?